Get your keyboard and mouse ready because you're about to meet the best computer titles of the moment. This is the Top 10 Best PC Games in 2022. Number 10, Stray. This game is outstanding. Stray shows you the life of a stray cat in an adventure full of sci-fi and horror. You play as a cat who lives with its family in what looks like the ruins of a factory. However, while walking with them, a beam comes loose, making you fall down to a post-apocalyptic city inhabited by robots. Everything is a mystery, and you'll have to look for clues that will help you get back to your family, since it seems that climbing up to the outside isn't easy at all. Fortunately, there's B12, a small robot that will help you since, for some reason, he also wants to go to the surface. But beware, as the place is also plagued by some very, very disturbing aggressive creatures. Developed by Blue 12, Stray was released in July 2022, becoming a huge fan favorite. Who knew that embodying a cat would be so dramatic and challenging? Number 9, Infernax. It's been a long time since a platformer this good appeared. Don't let the 2D simplicity fool you. Released in February 2022, Infernax offers an open adventure world, full of side quests and decisions that can change the ending of your story. You control Isildur, a knight who returns home after a holy crusade. However, an evil possession has taken over his country and dark creatures constantly attack his people. Now, Isildur must lead the battle against hordes of enemies to save his people. During this adventure, you can improve your armor, weapons, and stats according to the experience and rewards you've accumulated, which will help you face the different bosses of the 5 castles. Although it's in 2D, the character design is very well done. Berserk Studio, who were in charge of making this game, did a great job. Will you join this adventure? Number 8, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge. This title hits nostalgia hard. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles video game saga began in 1989 thanks to the resounding success of the 1987 TV series. If you're too young, you may not understand. But the most important thing is that you see these images. True to its legacy, this new installment is the world's most cowabunga 2D beat-em-up. Once again, you'll control Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael, April O'Neil, or Master Splinter to take down wave after wave of enemies. The story is simple. The Foot Clan and Krang have taken control of New York, and our heroes must stop them at all costs. It features co-op mode, story mode, arcade mode, collectibles, side quests, challenging bosses, and pizza boxes to regain health. What more could you ask for? Tribute Games did amazing with this new installment, which came out in June 2022. If kicking ass is your thing, get this game as soon as possible. Number 7, Tunic. If you like The Legend of Zelda, you'll surely run to buy this game before this top is over. Tunic is an action-adventure RPG where you're a little fox dressed in a green suit who wakes up with no memories on an island. Now, without a clue as to what's going on, you must fight your way through various enemies using your sword, potions, and other items. Tunic is full of puzzles, secret loot, skill upgrades, and more. I have to add that its gameplay lets you attack and dodge with ease, which is very reminiscent of Dark Souls combat mechanics. As you can see, it's not such a simple game. Developed by Isometricorp Games, Adam Saltzman, Finji, and mainly Andrew Schuldice, who was in charge of designing and programming the game. Tunic was released in March 2022. Reviewers like IGN and GameSpot loved it, giving it a score of 9 out of 10. Not bad, right? Number 6, Total War: Warhammer 3. Get ready, because now it's your turn to command epic battles on a large scale. Total War: Warhammer 3 is a turn-based strategy and tactics game in real time. This means that, during battles, you'll be able to command your troops to carry out different actions, distributing them over the map towards positions that will give them an advantage. You can choose among up to 8 races: Grand Cathay, Kislev, Khorne, Tzeentch, Nurgle, Slaanesh, Legion of Chaos, and Ogre Kingdoms, each of them with different types of units. When you're not fighting, you can manage your kingdom and prepare yourself, making momentary alliances with other races, improving your stats and unlocking skills, exploring territory, and much more. Developed by Creative Assembly and Sega, Total War: Warhammer 3 was released in February 2022, and it was rated 9 out of 10 by IGN, PC Gamer, and got 5 stars from The Guardian. So if war strategy simulators are your thing, this is the game for you. Number 5. Ollie Ollie World. It's time to get extreme. Here's how it goes. In this place called Radlandia, there are 5 skate gods, each one specialized in a style. And to keep the balance, a person must master all skateboarding disciplines to become a legend. However, the current legend, Chiffon, is about to retire, and a new champion must replace her. Ollie Ollie World gives you the option of designing your own character, with which you'll have to face different 2D levels to become the new skateboarding legend. Will you be able to achieve this? Being the third game in the Ollie Ollie saga, this one brings a renewed aesthetic, in which the characters seem to be drawn and the map is quite colorful and cheerful. I love it! Developed by Roll7, Ollie Ollie World was released in February 2022 and has received excellent reviews, 9 out of 10 from IGN and GameSpot and 87% on Metacritic. Fantastic, simple, and with many tricks to learn, Ollie Ollie World is amazing. Number 4. Norco. This video game, although it's considered one of the best of the year, the truth is that not everyone will like it. Most of the time you'll be reading text boxes, taking control only to choose some dialogue or solve small puzzles by clicking on objects. On the other hand, its design is beautiful, since it only uses pixel art, but it manages to provide a lot of details and personality to its world. The story takes place in a fantasy and futuristic version of Norco, a city in Louisiana to which Kay, our character, returns after the death of her mother to look for her brother, who's missing. However, things don't look good, as industrialization has made everything seem stale and hostile. Developed by Geography of Robots and released in March 2022, Norco was well received by critics. Metacritic gave it an 88%, PC Gamer a 94, and Game Informer 9.25 out of 10. What do you think? Do you dare to try this unsettling concept? Number 3. Dying Light 2 – Stay Human. Zombies can never be missing. Dying Light 2 – Stay Human was released in February 2022, being considered one of the best zombie titles of all times. This game will introduce you to a post-apocalyptic world where all traces of civilization are in ruins and zombies are everywhere. But beware of these undead, since they're somewhat slow during the day, but at night they become much more aggressive. Dying Light 2 is played as an FPS where you also have parkour skills, which are key to move around this world. In addition, at a certain point in the story, our character, Aiden Caldwell, will gain superhuman powers as a result of a partial virus infection, which you'll also be able to use. Techland, Square Enix, and Deep Silver managed to develop an excellent game. If you like the zombie theme, you should get it as soon as possible. Number 2. Neon White. Ever heard the term ultra-fast FPS? Well, that's Neon White. Everything happens at an extreme speed. You'll have to face several levels, relatively short but very challenging. Keep in mind that the movements, weapons, and abilities make everything happen so fast that if you're not precise, you could die. Each level is full of puzzles to solve, enemies to eliminate, and hidden loot which you can exchange for upgrades. The story is quite simple. You died, but you've been bad, and to earn your pass to heaven, you'll have to compete with others in a contest to eliminate demons. Don't be fooled by its simple concept. This game is very cool. Its developers, Angel Matrix, did an unparalleled job. Neon White was released in June 2022, receiving nothing but good reviews from critics, being recommended by GameSpot and Eurogamer. Moreover, it got an 89% on Metacritic. Wow! Do you think you can win this tournament in the afterlife? Bonus! Before we meet the first place, I have 3 honorable mentions for your catalog. God of War 4. After 4 years, the 4th installment of God of War arrived on PC in 2022. Monster Hunter Rise. This RPG lets you explore a magical world full of monsters that you can recruit to strengthen your team. Ghostwire Tokyo, an open-world game set in Japan where spirits have taken over and now you must solve the mystery. Now, are you ready to meet the best game of 2022? Here it is. Number 1. Elden Ring. I've already talked about this game in this channel. It's a work of art. Elden Ring takes place in a world created by Hidetaka Miyazaki and George R.R. Martin, the author of Game of Thrones, so the quality is more than assured. Developed by From Software and Bandai Namco Entertainment, it's a dark and fantastic medieval open-world adventure where you must create your own character. The gameplay is like an action RPG with really challenging combat mechanics. Not only can you play the story mode, but also collaborate or face other characters in multiplayer mode, making your journey much more challenging. Elden Ring came out in February 2022 and hasn't stopped receiving good reviews, with a 94% on Metacritic and 10 out of 10 ratings on GameSpot, Game Informer, IGN, Meristation, Vandal, and more. So if you've come to this video looking for a definitive PC game recommendation, well, this is it. What did you think of this list? Did I forget any games? Tell me in the comments. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Until the next game, bye!